Hello, my name is David Walker and I'm the Medical Director at East Sussex Healthcare NHS Trust. I'm recording this message because the local NHS needs your help. London is already suffering with large numbers of COVID-19 patients, and we are thought to be a couple of weeks behind them, with the peak of the problem expected in around 3 to 5 weeks' time. I can't stress the importance of this enough. Please take the government's advice seriously. Stay away from public places where possible to reduce spreading the virus. Self-isolate if you develop symptoms. Do not come to the A&E and use the NHS 111 online service instead if your symptoms worsen. All of this is essential to slow the spread of the virus and allow your local hospitals to cope during the peak period. On our part, we're doing all that we can to prepare. We're creating extra critical care beds, and extra ventilators have been delivered, with more on the way. However, all of our planning depends on slowing the spread of the virus, and this needs your cooperation now and the cooperation of everyone in our community, young and old. During this difficult period, treatment of other non-urgent conditions may have to be delayed. Please bear with us during this difficult time. We will do our best to catch up quickly when the pandemic is over. But for now, our focus is on preparing for this peak in demand. Everyone's actions now, by following the government advice, will help reduce this peak. Can I remind you, please wash your hands often with soap and water, especially after you've used public transport or touched door handles and so on. If you can't wash your hands, then use sanitizer gel. Always carry tissues with you so that if you do cough or sneeze, you can cough into a tissue and then dispose of it, and then afterwards wash your hands. Avoid touching your face, particularly your eyes or your mouth, with your hands after you have coughed or sneezed and your hands are unwashed. And finally, avoid shaking hands with people. You have to now use the elbow bump, or as Prince Charles does, namaste. But avoid unnecessary hand shakes. And finally, avoid close contact with anyone who is unwell, particularly if they have a cough or a fever. Thank you very much for your help.